What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your boy Antakan, and welcome back to the Movers. Before I react to this video and everybody sees the screen to the video I'm reacting to, there is a lesson to be learned, excuse me, in all of this. And I'm gonna try to keep it unbiased. Um, I never followed Dr. Disrespected, in any of these socials or whatever, but I've known about him. And uh this whole situation I've been following, since it happened and whatever the case. Um, but I'm gonna give my take, and it's gonna be an unbiased take because being a streamer myself, and but yeah, so let's react to this video, and then I'll give my take.
I really do. I think Nick Merck's the biggest fucking pussy in the world. Lupo, obviously, he's a big ass. He's a fake. Let's go ahead and say it. Never didn't talk about it before, but I'm in the mood now to talk about it. I think these fucking people are the phoniest people in the industry, man. You know what I mean, champs? I won't talk about it anymore, but I just had to say that. I did, and I know you guys know, but God, I had to say it. Biggest fucking phonies. Right? I can call out all these people. I don't want to, though, man. I'm just in like a bad mood, but at the same time, it's just like I have to say the obvious. I do. Like, who does that? You know what I mean, champs? These people have met, like those two people met Mrs. Assassin and Baby Assassin, Little Assassin, right? They met him multiple times. So for Nick to go on some fucking low-budget podcast and talk about us the way he did, like, who does that? I like pause the music. Pause the. I just gotta say it. Like who does that? You fucking phony pussy. And then Lupo's screaming at the top of his lungs. He's got 400 viewers now. No one gives a, like he's always copied us. Transitions, intros, all that stuff. He's always has. Like I'm just gonna go and release some stuff off my mind just because I got so many technical fucking issues and audio issues and everything's always there's always fucking technical issues happening on the stream, huh? Right? It gets me all fired up. So then it makes me want to really speak my mind.
Sounds like he's on crack, dude. Shit. Like I get his anger of like when people move like that and then they don't know what to do with themselves, and then they're just trying to figure out what words to use. You could tell they're like super angry. So I mean, I share his sentiment where somebody just goes online and just bashes you in every way possible without you being able to respond back. And maybe he did want to respond back, but during that time in that situation, I think, his family, his wife told him no. And he stayed away from all that. But now I guess he's going full rip. Shit.
We get it, Doc. Calm down. All right. You sure? I was about to just go off. I was really about to go off on these fucking idiots.
Those alerts look cool. His alerts look so cool.
Disrespecting me, disrespecting my Mrs. Assassin, Little Assassin. Come on, man. That's how you get knocked the fuck out. This guy thinks he's is Nick Merckx, dude. I don't even know what happened to him. I don't know if he's still around. He thinks he's like tough guy putting his who can I knock out in a fight list together. Like first off, who does that shit, man? Second off, this guy wouldn't even fucking come close. No way. Anyways, I just don't know who like the type of mentality to go on and talk about someone like that. Like you just got to be. You're lost. You don't do that. Time out. No. Especially when you don't know shit. No one does.
Can't say I know the whole thing. I only
Fucking
know
rat.
what it
That's what he
was
is. Lupo,
posted,
fake, phony rat.
news wise.
Can't relate to these people. I know I never talked about it. I ignored it. I turned it, but I don't know. You caught me on one of those days, champs. You caught me on one of those days. Technical issues, audio issues, right? Couple flappy gums. Not off to a hot start today, right? But I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling good looking. I'm athletic, accomplished, on a whole other level. Take a look around. Snooze, snoozy, snooze.
The snooze. I get it.
Who else, Doc?
Listen, at some point when you've been poked enough times, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I mean, what can you really truly say? The man had enough and he was up to here, right? And he said what he needed to say. Now, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, why did he wait so long to say something?" Right? Well, he was looking out for his family. Now, I'm not defending him, and I don't know if these speculations were true or not. But the point is that you don't involve somebody's family just to leech off his name and then not give him a chance to respond back. Now, granted that he took all this time off to kind of heal his family, but that's when you go and you kick a man while he's down. You don't do that, man, especially with his family. Now, he didn't do himself any favors by, going into a stream and talking about this in front of everybody. He didn't do himself any favors because all you're doing is have these guys munch off of you. They're eating off your back now because you just mentioned the names, you made them relevant again instead of just leaving them behind. But I understand. He's a family man. He has a family, a wife and a kid that he has to protect. And the way he's acting is justified. Where maybe he's heard other things and somebody showed him that podcast and it just brought up some old, feelings and emotion to him. And the reality is, if you asking me if he was justified to call all these guys out and call them pussy and bitch and this and that, hey, to me, justified. Gotta protect your family by any means. Simple as that.
I mean, there's a lot of people that I don't care about. I don't care about. The issue that I have with those two is that they met Mrs. Assassin multiple times. They met Baby Assassin, Little Assassin. They met my family, right? They know what I'm about. You know what I mean, champs? They got sucked in by an over-exaggerated fucking narrative that was blown up by all these little anime, desperate for attention, zero life experience people on the internet, these trolls. And it was blown out and exaggerated. And then you got people going, but you admitted it. What the fuck do we admit? Some jokes and bantering? That's what we said. Wake up. We didn't admit nothing. Now you're convinced, and they're all convinced by the narrative that was put out by, guess who? Rolling Stones, Washington Post, right? Little fucking depressed, deep-eyed slasher. All these people, right? These people we can't relate to, and it's unfortunate. But the real truth, after that, it was revealed. Look at these fucking fake phonies, man. I mean, you're literally, Nick's going on a podcast talking about us, champs. I don't even fucking... Who? I know. Look, there's a difference between having to, as a person in the industry, to speak up on it, and, for example, Tim and Z Laner, they're good people. They're good people. They responded in a way where it's like, hey, from what we've heard, it's like, okay, right? Again, give me a call, shoot me a DM, whatever. Let's talk about it. Explain it in a couple minutes. Boom, that's it. But they never did that. No, they never did. So for those that are asking, you should play with Z or Timmy, the only way is they'd have to apologize. Not publicly. I don't care about it. They just come up and say, hey, made a mistake. Boom. Let's get back into it. Then I'm good. Right? I'm good.
I understand his frustration and how nobody approached him. They just believed the news instead of just coming up to him and, asking them himself. And they just used the news to just piggyback off of him, eat off his plate. And I mean, who does that? Who kicks somebody when they're down, right? But there's a lesson to be learned in this. And I guess we could use Dr. Disrespect as the example, right? That no matter what you do in life, it doesn't matter what profession it is, how much money you made, if you're the best in the world at something, it doesn't matter. You know what does matter? Is staying humble, being leveled, and not having an inflated ego. And to be fair, Dr. Disrespect, his gimmick, if you look at the streamers now, most of them don't check the marks of a qualified streamer. I don't check every mark, but Dr. Disrespect does. And gimmick, in performance, and projecting, and how he goes about his streams, his setup, everything, he checks mark, right? He checks it off. And I think that for him, he had enough of people just not wanting to know the real information, the real truth. And for him not to be able to defend himself at that time. And I can't speak for him, obviously, because I don't know, what happened during that hiatus. But I'm pretty sure it had to do with just trying to keep his family protected from all of this. That it was it was in their best interest that he took time off But while he took that time off, that's when everybody was taking jabs at him. And it's not fair if somebody can't defend themselves. Like when I tell like my sisters or my brothers, hey, if you're talking about somebody, well, that person should be there to hear it. And this is the same case with Doctor Disrespect with Nick Merckx and Lupo, right? It's like you guys didn't approach me, but yet you went behind my back and you went on podcasts, you wrote about me, and you believed everybody else before me. And I understand why he did what he just did. I mean, at some point a man can only take so much, right? But the lesson to be learned here is that it doesn't matter uh it doesn't matter how high your horse is. Make sure that you look down because the fall is even worse. And I think this situation, you know, was exactly that for him, where, he was up here and then now he has to kind of, dust himself off, right? To try to get back to where he used to be, one of the top streamers of the decade, really. But first, I think he needed to get that off his chest. And I guess he's going the right direction. But yeah, guys, this was my take, and obviously, um, this whole situation with Doctor Disrespect, and I mean, if you ask me, he was justified. Simple as that. But yeah, guys, um, I'm not even gonna ask you to like or subscribe from this because I don't wanna add more fire. But I did have a take because I mean, streamers have to be more careful now, right? But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.